Have you ever opened your phone just to check one notification and then suddenly it's been 45 minutes? You didn't buy anything, you didn't earn anything, but somehow you feel more tired, more anxious, and weirdly poorer. And then later that same day, you're like, why do I always feel behind financially? Yeah, that's not a coincidence. Because here's the thing most people don't realize yet. You didn't just lose time, you spent a currency, and it's quietly replacing money itself. My name's Peter, and I spend way too much time thinking about money, behavior, and why smart people keep making bad financial decisions. And if you're someone who works hard, earns a decent income, but still feels like your money never quite moves you forward, make sure to hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if this helps you out. Because today, we're talking about the new currency replacing the dollar. And no, it's not crypto, it's not gold, it's not AI. It's something you're spending every single day without even noticing. Look, we're taught one simple idea growing up. If you want more money, you need to earn more money. That sounds logical. It sounds responsible. And it's only partially true. Because here's what most people don't realize. Money stopped being the most important financial resource years ago. Today, the real bottleneck isn't income, it's attention. And the companies winning the most money right now, they're not banks, they're not manufacturers, they're attention brokers. Let's define this clearly. A currency is something that is limited, is valuable, can be exchanged for real goods and services. Your attention checks all three boxes. You only get about 16 waking hours per day. Once they're gone forever. And entire trillion-dollar industries exist to capture those hours. Here's a real stat. According to data compiled by Nielsen and Data Reportal, the average American spends over 7 hours per day on screens. 7. That's nearly half of your waking life. Now here's where it gets uncomfortable. You're not the customer in most of these platforms. You're the product. Your attention is being sold to advertisers, to platforms, to anyone willing to pay. And they pay a lot. Let's do some very simple math. Facebook's average revenue per user in the US is roughly $60 to $70 per year. That means your attention, your scrolling, your emotional reactions are worth real dollars to someone else. Now multiply that across Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, news apps, streaming platforms. Suddenly, your attention is generating hundreds or thousands of dollars per year, just not for you. Here's what most people don't realize. If attention generates money for companies, then losing attention costs you money, even if no cash leaves your bank account. I had a friend, smart guy, good job, who told me, I don't know why I never feel motivated to invest or improve my finances, but every night he'd scroll for an hour, watch random videos, fall asleep overstimulated, and then wonder why he didn't research investments, he didn't learn new skills, he didn't have energy to plan. He thought he had a money problem. He actually had an attention leak. Now, you might be thinking, okay, Peter, but scrolling doesn't actually take money out of my account. And technically, you're right. But psychologically, it does something worse. Here's why. Your brain runs on dopamine, the chemical responsible for motivation and future planning. Endless scrolling floods your brain with cheap dopamine, likes, novelty, short videos, emotional outrage. And when your brain gets cheap dopamine, it stops wanting long-term rewards. Saving money? Boring. Investing? Too slow. Learning skills? Too much effort. This is why attention is replacing money as the real financial limiter, because without attention, you can't deploy money intelligently. Historically, wealth was about land, labor, and capital. Today, wealth is increasingly about focus. Think about who's winning right now. People who can work deeply, people who control their information intake, people who aren't emotionally hijacked all day. These people make better financial decisions, stick to plans, compound results over time, not because they're smarter, but because they protect their attention. Now, you might be thinking, okay, Peter, but I need these apps. I relax. I unwind. Sure, relaxation isn't the problem. Unconscious consumption is. Here's the difference. Intentional entertainment is rest. Endless scrolling is extraction. One restores your energy, the other drains it and sells it. And the worst part? You don't feel the cost immediately. Attention debt shows up later as impulse spending, missed opportunities, mental fatigue, financial inconsistency. Think of attention like a leaking bucket. You can keep pouring more money into the bucket, raises, side hustles, bonuses, but if your attention is leaking everywhere, the bucket never fills. Most people try to earn more money. Very few people try to plug attention leaks. That's why income goes up, but financial progress doesn't. So let's make this practical. Here are 4 things you can start today. 1. Treat attention like a budget. Just like money, decide where your attention goes, how much you'll spend. No plan equals guaranteed waste. 2. Eliminate low-value dopamine. Delete or limit apps that make you anxious, endless short-form content, rage-bite news. Not forever, just reclaim control. 3. Schedule focus before entertainment. Do the hard thing first. Financial planning, skill learning, investing research. Then enjoy guilt-free entertainment. 4. Ask one question daily. Before consuming content, ask, is this making me richer financially or mentally? If not, move on. Here's the uncomfortable truth. The biggest gap between rich and poor today isn't intelligence. It's not luck. It's who controls their attention. Rich people guard it. Everyone else rents it out for free. Look, nobody is coming to protect your attention. The platforms won't, the ads won't, the algorithms won't. But if you take control of this one currency, everything else improves. Your money, your decisions, your future. And the best part, you don't need permission. You don't need more income. You don't need perfect discipline. You just need awareness. If this changed the way you think about money, hit subscribe, because this channel is about helping you see the financial game before it's obvious. And if this helped you even a little, give this video a thumbs up. It helps more people protect the one currency they didn't even know they were spending. Because once you control your attention, money starts working very differently for you.